guys, I am back on your screens. So today I am going to be doing a look that has been quite requested. It is just a really simple smoky eye, which I have on right now. The reason I have done this, I've had quite a few people message me, and I recently put on my Instagram story of what you guys wanted to see, and smoky eye was really popular. And I'm going to show you how to do this simple one using about 3 colours. It's really easy. You can use this in any way you would like to, and using any colours that you would like to. Just stick to the basic rules that I'm going to be showing in the video in a minute, and I will see you at the end. But just before we get into the video, if you could just subscribe to my channel and comment also what you would like to see next, that'd be real. Thanks guys, I'll see you in a minute. Okay guys, so first of all I'm going to be starting with the base. I'm going to be using this product here, which is the Tarte Concealer. This one's in shade Fair. So I'm just going to start off, just put it on the back of my hand, just to cant it. And then I'm going to be using my trusty little paintbrush. And I'm going to pop that on as the base. Try not to get it in my eyebrow. Ugh. I'm glad we're over that. So it's very alien to me to be starting doing the eye after my base. I would normally do my eye and then my base, but it's been requested that lots of you want to be seeing a smoky eye. So I'm going to do one which will have obviously the eye after the base. So I'm going to be using products that haven't got much droppage, which aren't going to come down onto the face too much, and then obviously it's quite quick and easy to do, so I'll be talking you through that. So the base is all on, and that is literally going to hold our eyeshadow on really well. The palette I'm going to be using and firstly going in with is going to be this one. This one's a Venus palette from Lime Crime, and it's got such beautiful warm colours in it. So you've got your base colours, you've got your highlights there, you've got your depths, and you've got your warmth as well. So the first brush I'm going to be using is this one, which is the Morphe. This one literally just came in a set from Morphe, so this one's really lovely. The fluffier the brush and the bigger the brush is what you're going to be starting off with, and then obviously the darker the colour, the smaller the brush. So that's a little bit of advice for you there. So I'm going to be starting off with this colour here, which is Divine, and I'm literally just going to put a tiny bit on my brush, and this is going to act as the base colour. So I'm going to literally pop this really lightly all over the lid. Not going too high, but just into the crease area. So I'm now going to go in with my little tapered brush, which is one of my favourite ones. This one's from Kryolan Nickel. And I'm next going to be going in with this colour here, which is called Creation. And I'm swirling it around onto my brush, and then I'm going to use this area here. So I'm going to come into the outer V, and I'm just going to press that in. So I'm going to add the colour. And then I'm going to wipe a tiny bit off of my brush. And I'm going to blend that in. So the fluffier brush, the smokier you're going to have an eye look. So I've obviously just gone in with the base colour, and then I'm just building it up with a colour. Now you can use any colours for this. I just chose to use this palette here just because it's quite warm. It's a neutral palette. So I'm just bringing it on the outer V. Circular motions and under the eye as well. I'm not going too far under the eye. I'm just bringing it into the outer corners. So you could use this whole technique for any colours that you would want, but you'd always start with the lightest colour first, the fluffiest brush, and the bigger the brush, and then you would slowly go down in colour and slowly go down in size of the brush. So the smaller the brush, the darker the colour. So the next brush I'm going to go in with is this one. This one's from Gosh, and this one's more of like a pencil brush. So the stipples of this brush is a little bit harder. So I'm obviously, because it's a smaller brush, I'm going to be going in with a darker colour. So the darker colour I'm going to be going into is going to be using the Icon. Now a lot of people, I think, get a little bit scared of a darker colour. This colour here, I'm literally pressing it onto my brush and I'm going to tap it off on my palette, because you don't want that droppage just down here. So I'm going to go into this outer corner again and I'm just going to press that in. So pressing it in with circular motions. And then you've got a little bit more definition there. So I'm done with this palette now. I'm all done, and I am going to go on to the next stage, which is going to be the liner. Now I know quite a few girls struggle with liner, so I'm going to do a little bit of a softer look on the eye, but still have definition. So I'm going to be using a pencil, which is going to be a kohl pencil. So first of all, I'm going to be using this pencil here, which is from MAC, and this one is just cork. Now this is actually a lip pencil, but I'm going to use it on the eyes. I'm just going to run just along a lash line. And obviously, like I said, the darker the colour, the smaller the brush. So this one here is really, really tiny. And this one is, again, from Morphe in their little sets. So now I pop the pencil on there. I'm just going to blend this out. Just shadowing that colour. And creating more of a smoky liner. Next up, I'm going to be using the face liner, which is from Kryolan. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come inside the waterline here. And then I'm just going to bring it just slightly in this corner, and then I'm going to blend it out with that pencil brush again. So I'm just coming along the lash line. On the bottom of on the lower part of my eye, so the lower waterline. But you might have seen that I've just closed my eyes, which actually prints the colour on the top liner too. So it just gives you a little bit more definition. So that step's done. I'm now going to be using the same pencil. And I'm just going to add this to the end of the eye here. Just going in my little pencil brush here, and I'm just blending this area out here. So I'm working this black pencil into the outer V here, and I'm just blending it into the first brown pencil line that we made across the eye. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back with our Gosh brush here, and because I don't want this too much of a harsher line, I'm just going to blend this in, and I'm not put any product on my brush, literally just blending it in. I'm going to actually go back with this palette. I know I said I wasn't going to go back to it, but I'm going to go back to it, and I'm going to be using Aura, which is this little highlight one here. I'm not going to get too much on my brush, just tap that off, and I'm just going to pop this just in the middle of the eye. So it just highlights that centre part. And I'm just going to stick on a pair of lashes, which always finish off the look and give you a bit more definition as well to the eyes, and I will be back. So I am back, guys. I've just thrown on a pair of lashes and I watched the glue on the back of my hand and the concealer. And I've thrown on a bit of mascara as well. So you can see that obviously how much the right eyelashes can change any look. If you wanted obviously a lighter lash than this, pop on a lighter lash. But this is just a really, really simple eye look, which you can do using any colours that you would like, and then obviously any eyelashes that you would like. So guys, this was actually a requested video by quite a few of you that have been watching. If you did find this really helpful, just let me know in the likes and the comment section below, because I need to know if you liked it. And if you could subscribe to my channel, that would be brilliant also. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.